Talk about.
Hey guys, it's your favorite co-host, the people who you know, yo play auntie and uncle. It's Kyndra and
Lance, Papillon, Kivity. What they call me? What you know me as?
Pipeon.
Papillon. Yeah, Papillon. I got so many names, and you see, different parts of the world call me by different names because people can't pronounce certain of my name. So, Lance, Kivity, Papillon, Lance, whatever you want to call me, that's me.
Oh god, my favorite guy to be around. You know, I don't get a chance to be around Lance as much, but when I do, it's always a movie that's about to happen. It's always a movie. It's always what were you just saying before we started the
Okay, so all right, I've been to so many different countries and states and stuff, right? Now Georgia's confusing. Now note this. Notice spring is supposed to be the wettest time of the year. Spring and the summer is supposed to be like more stormy, you know what I'm saying? And fall's supposed to be where, you know what I'm saying, it's very dry and you hear the leaves crackle against the ground when they're rolling and, you know, falling off the leaves and stuff in the winter and the fall. That's supposed to be the dry season. But in Georgia, it was dry all spring and all summer long, and it's gonna wait till the dry season to rain. I don't understand that. Exactly. Why is the fall the wettest?
It's because Trump is in office.
Oh, I forgot. I totally forgot. My fault. I'm crazy.
I'm telling you that's the only explanation. Trump is in office.
I totally forgot that.
When Obama was in office, we didn't have these national fires in California. You know, all this type of crap is just going on. People, you know, just acting like a baboon. Like the Popeyes chicken sandwich. The Popeyes chicken sandwich has actually been around, you know, for years. I believe it's been around for years. But you ain't been having people act like apes. Ever since Trump got in office, people have been acting like apes. And it's all him. Everything is the reason why. It's no more niggas ain't shits because Trump is in office.
It's amazing. I mean, and the thing is, now I feel like I'm not a human. Because let me tell you something. Like, me personally, I never pay attention to anything in society. And it scaring me because the thing is, when one celebrity, like, this is something I see, it's just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? It's my opinion. Like, when, let's hypothetically say if one celebrity start using one term, everybody starts using it. When one celebrity gets pregnant, everybody's pregnant. Like, how does everybody synchronize to like did something just is life like the Matrix where somebody could just click a button and everybody just says select all people and everybody have the same mind? Like, exactly how the fuck does the physics work behind that? And I was like, literally, me personally, I still currently of 2019. What today is? What, in November? What?
The 13th.
13. Everybody looks at me like literally gets terrified because I do not know what the word clout mean. What the fuck is this? Just a cloud with a T? What does that mean? Like, I mean, what is a T cloud?
Clout.
I mean, you got a T clout, but
so clout. No, basically, clout means people who. Oh gosh, I know the answer. Okay, wait. Clout basically, I try to keep up with this lingo as well. Clout basically means like people who do certain things to get popular off of it. You know, like for example, I don't know, were you familiar with have you heard of Boonk Gang? Did that name
No.
So basically, all right, so for all the people who don't know what Boonk Gang is, basically this kid went viral either in 2017 or 2018. Basically, he went viral for doing stupid stuff like, okay, he'll go into, let's say, a Walmart, and he'll go and grab an item, and he's not going to pay. He's going to yell, "Boom gang," and he's going to just run out the store. You know, so he literally got famous off that to the point where he ended up, you know, a lot of people, I don't know if you heard of Dr. Miami. Basically, Dr. Miami is a famous plastic surgeon. He's located in Miami, Florida. All right. So anyway, he basically, in one of his little viral videos, or one of his videos, he was in Dr. Miami's playing with the breast silicone stuff. And he said, "Boot gang," and he just ran out. And I'm like thinking to myself, like, we live in a world, like, he got clout with that, but now he actually, you know, he changed up his entire persona. He had tattoos on his face, like, I don't know how that got popular, but whatever. So anyway, he got tattoos on his face and stuff like that, but he came out on this video saying, you know, it really brings me a lot of sorrow because of the fact that I got famous off the wrong thing. He says, and now, like, I want you all to call me by my name, which is John. I'm like, oh, you got a biblical name. Okay, go ahead now. Anyway, so he's like, I want y'all to call me by my, by my real name, which is John. And I really don't want to be associated with the name of Boot Gang anymore because it just really does bring me sorrow. And I'm like, you know what? I'm very glad that he actually decided to change his life for the better. And I think what happens is because he said people will literally just pull out their phones and start recording him to just start acting, like a monkey he used to be, right? So, and I've had that before. What happened to me, like when I used to go to when I was in my university, people would just, I didn't realize, but I used to get recorded all the time because people were like, Kyndra, you're hilarious. And they used to just like pull out their phones and record me. And I'm like, what in the world? Like, can I at least have some consent? I could have sued all these people, but they didn't have no money. I probably would have sued them and I would have won their wigs. Anyway, so with all that being said, that's pretty much what it is. People clout basically is just like, it is another term for people who do. My mama's using clout. My mom is 65 years old. I'm like, Mama, you know the word clout?
Your mother is 65?
My mom's 65 and she's using the word clout. I said, Mama, you know clout?
Wow.
But anyway, so she but anyway, it pretty much, like I said, that's pretty much clout. Clout is something where you get famous off of something, negative or positive or whatever. Mainly, I feel like it's associated more so with negative than it is with positive. So I mean, but in this generation, you can really get famous off of anything. Like these Instagram models, you don't have, like, okay, for example, I remember there used to be a time for me, I wanted to be a football/basketball wife, either one, or I could have been both if I played my cards right? Anyway, so
you crazy girl.
So for me personally, I really had my mind set on. Quick little story time. Quick story time. Hope y'all got y'all popcorn ready and you got your tea and you ready to sip on this tea. Okay. So anyway, so there was this guy whose name is gonna be, because like I said, I try not to really say names on here because I don't want people to like come after me, say you were talking about me, I
know, yeah, that's how people are.
So I'm just we're gonna give him initials. His name is DJ. We're just gonna say DJ, okay? Mm-hmm. So anyway, so
I don't know him, do I?
No, you don't. Okay. You don't. But once we get off the air, we will.
Okay.
I'll tell you more. I'll show you a picture of him and everything else. So anyway, this guy named DJ, he ended up. He told me we went to middle school together. He was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna, play football and everything else. I actually, in my mind, I really was like, oh my gosh, I really want to be a football wife. I thought we were going to end up being together and everything else, right? He, do you know what CAP means? CAP?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that means to lie in Atlanta English, right?
Yes, go ahead, high five.
Okay.
All right. So,
okay, I finally learned another translation. I mean, that's my 18th language, Atlanta English.
Okay. So I got like 4 languages. I speak sarcasm, English, and bullshit.
And French too, remember?
I know a little bit of, how do you say a little? A little bit of French?
Un peu.
Un peu. Yeah, that. Anyway, so with DJ, so he ends up telling me, he's like, I'm gonna go to the football. So I'm sitting here imagining our entire life story. This is when I started watching Love and Basketball, which happens to be one of my favorite movies. So I imagine us to be like, I was gonna be like a football wife. I was gonna have all his kids, that way in case the kids got joned on at school, they can say at least I got the same mama and dad. Like I was gonna really like
I see what you're saying.
I was gonna have this dream. But here's the thing, in order to go to the pros, you have to graduate high school first. This fool barely graduated high school. He was at some at-risk school in Atlanta. And so he barely graduated high school. I think his GPA was like a 2.0. It was bad, right? And then he didn't even really go to college. On top of that, when I graduated high school, you would think at 18 you can at least have a license, right?
Yes.
He didn't have a license, didn't have a car. Only thing he had was a penis, and he was trying to do something with that with me. I'm like, no, sir, I can't help you out with that at all. Cannot help you out with any of that. You need to get your life together. But you know what? Like I said, the reason I was bringing that whole thing up was I just remember that you know, it used to be a time where guys would I think appearance was everything. Guys would literally, these NFL stars or NBA stars would just go after you simply if you look good and stuff like that, you know. But now if you look at some of these girls, a lot of these girls look like, you know, a squirrel wrapped with their head in a trash bag. They look ugly and they still with the guy, you know.
Yeah.
So looks don't mean anything. Looks mean nothing to these guys. Like, you know, you don't have to be really fine. You know, you really don't have to be fine at all. You can just be an average looking person and then end up getting that guy or so. You don't have to be all that. I'm telling you the truth. I'm sure now, because I know I'm not the best looking person in the world. I know I'm not the worst looking person in the world. But I'm sure I can probably bag a couple of guys, have some prospects or whatever. So yeah, but with all that, regardless of all that being said, where were we? We were talking, I don't know, I don't remember where we were. But with all that being said, that's what clout means and all that.
Exactly.
other
How do you spell it?
CLOUDT.
Clout. Oh, that's German. It's like a German. It look like it's a cross between something German and I'm a linguist. I study languages,
that's how you
so
spell it. I don't use that word in my
Okay.
I don't say cap. I don't say, you know, I say crunk. People don't use the word crunk no more. I still say that. I say
Crunk.
Yeah, I say when people are from New York, I say one. Nobody in New York uses the word one no more. So I say the stuff that like is out of style. I might even call somebody groovy.
I remember that. Okay, I remember that one.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot! Let me tell you about what happened between my oldest brother and I. Okay, let me tell you real quick what happened. So my brother sends me a text on the other day. He said to me, he's like, "Are you at work?" And I said, "Oh, it was on Sunday. Remember, like a couple Sundays ago when I had my identity stolen? I'm like, not my identity stolen, but somebody tried to rack up some money on my card. I'm like,
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I'm
You
like, all
told
this
me
crap
that.
keeps happening on a Sunday. I'm like, this is the Lord's Day. Can y'all act holy for once?" Anyway, so he ends up sending me a text. He's like, "Hey, you know, what's your he's like, "Are you at work?" I said, "Yes." He's like, "Okay, because I need your social security number." And he said, because I need your social security. He's sending me a text. He's like, "I need your social security number so I can add you as a beneficiary for my life insurance." So then I said to him, "When you get the papers ready, then I'll sign it." He's like, "I need it now, simply because, like, you know, it's an online process. We don't, you know, they don't do those papers no more. I need it now. And I'm like, dude, like, why are you sitting here trying to hound me about one? I'm not going to give you my social security number through no text message.
No,
Come
don't do
on
that.
now. You, this man 40 plus years old and you out here trying to scam. I don't have time for
What
that.
the hell?
So anyway, he ends up,
Wait, just off subject, but how old is he?
he's 40 plus years old.
That's your brother?
Yeah, my mom and my dad, I think they had some, my parents had me in their like 40s, right? So.
Oh, because I was about to say that's a nice good gap. I mean, that's a good thing though. That's not a bad thing.
It's a lot. Yeah, they
That's a
really
good thing.
I think they were listening to Ron Isley's Between the Sheets.
Between the sheets.
Huh?
Wait a minute, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but yeah, keep going though. I don't want to get off subject.
I think that's what it was. No, it's okay. You know how we be rambling off subject.
I know, right?
So anyway, he ends up saying he's like, "I really need it." I said, "Dude, I'm not gonna give you. I don't feel comfortable giving my social security number through the phone." He's like, texting it through the phone. He's like, "Okay, well, it's all right. We can just do this next year in November." So I'm like, wait, it's tax season. This boy is trying to scam.
Oh my fucking god! He just literally put you on like he literally told on himself.
Wait. Not only that, Lance. So now if he really needed me for this benefit, because I told him to have those people call me. I said, if he really, to see if these people are legit, I don't want this to be no homeboy life insurance, because that's what I think it is at this point. So anyway, not only that, Lance, if you really needed me for this beneficiary life insurance, why are you waiting until November? You can do that any day of the week, any day of the month. Why are you doing it in November?
Exactly.
Come on now.
Around this time.
Come on now. You can't bullshit a bullshitter.
And why the hell you gonna mention November's anyway? Like, you can't just mention, okay, we'll do it next time. At least
exactly. That's what.
Don't say November, because obviously you're just gonna make somebody think what has to do with November with a Social Security number. Social Security number, November, put together.
Man, I'm like, dude, get off my goddamn phone, man. Don't be coming on my phone with that that garbage. I ain't got time for that.
Garbage. Now you're trying to be friends now. I see. That's okay. I like that. Got that European accent going. Go ahead.
Have you ever had somebody like try and do that with you? Like,
yes.
Oh God.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I almost dropped the phone.
I apologize. It's just I get emotional about this subject because, like, literally, like I told you before, like I told you last time we did a podcast, I told you, not we wasn't a podcast what I said, but somebody literally literally told me to my face.
Okay, so this is all right. So you can go ahead, man. Time be going by fast when we having fun.
Oh hell yeah!
So you can tell me, tell the listeners. Don't mention this person's name.
No, I'm not.
So go ahead, explain what ended up happening.
In other words, okay, the thing is, if you met me before and you live on Old National, 9 times out of 10, you already know that I've had a big naive heart, and I let anybody take advantage of me, and I was so happy, and that's the number one reason why I don't got no friends today except for Kyndra and my friend in College Park. I don't want to say her name, but you know,
you just kind of listed where you're at. But I mean,
but College Park is huge. I mean, they have a white section and a black section, and technically Camp Creek is considered that too, but
that's
just
true.
a bougie College Park.
Oh, wait, in Clayton County too.
And Clayco, but you know, so it depends on the area. But the thing is,
did you just say Clayco? Go ahead now, Lance. With the
yes, I have. I've been learning. I told you, I've been learning Atlanta's language. Better chill, girl. No flex or that. All right. But let me. Y'all know, right? But speaking of which, but you know, if y'all have walked with me, y'all probably know how naive I was back then. Past tense was, not now. So don't try to take advantage of me now, because I know what y'all doing. But, however, this man, he tried to say that, I'm fixing to get killed or something. I need so money or whatever from you or whatever. And notice this.
Guys, he said, in case nobody heard, he says this man was just saying, I had to like do a translate because you were speaking fast. Basically, this man was saying that he's about to get killed. He feels like he's going to get killed, and he's like, Lance, I need some money. Keep going.
Okay, so I automatically know that he was lying, because he always said that same excuse every time. He never got killed. So the thing is, I know, right? It's crazy. So the thing is, he asked me for like $500.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Big banks. Okay,
exactly.
Go ahead.
Now notice this.
That's a strip club money.
Exactly. Out of all the niggas he do know that be making it rain hundreds of thousands of American dollars to these thirsty ass twerkers, out of all the people he could have asked, he asked me, the person who knows that, you know, I used to just be completely lame. So the thing is, he said, I just said, look, I'm not working right now. He's like, you're not working right now? I didn't know that. Well, I knew you. I mean, I asked you because I knew you had a big heart and stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Right there. You just told on yourself. You just told on yourself that you keep asking me for money because I have a big heart. You see, this is exactly why, you know, some men in the world are tired of being gentlemen. Because we know the reaction from, you know, usually urban areas, how they see us. So, I mean, come on. You're going to tell me you're asking me because I have a big heart? Now it feels that, you know, I don't want to have a big heart. Now, that's not really true. That's not really true. No, I still have positive energy in me, but
he's very, what he's basically saying is he's has discernment on, okay, should I help this person out or should I not? Because people really will try and use you.
That's what I'm saying.
At some point, we've all been used.
But you know that Facebook post that goes viral that says, good people get sick of being good people. to the wrong people. That's why there's no good people. Or something like that. I forgot that post. I don't know if y'all see it.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. We too do get tired. And this is the same person that he was talking about telling me off air last week. The same person that he's talking about. He also it just reminded me of like that same guy, like literally his entire life was just nothing but like it was just failure. If you want to know what the definition of failure is, his picture was next to it. So it's like literally all he did at home. He smoked black and mild cigarettes, which automatically like that's a death sentence right there. Black and mild cigarettes. He smoked weed. He ate food. Didn't do nothing with his life at all. Nothing with his life, and he came on to me a couple times. Like, I remember, I don't know if I told you this or not, but I remember one time he told me, he said, if you give me, he's like, Kyndra, in order for me to give you head, you got to give me head, and if it's good enough, I'll give it back to you.
Wait a minute, did he offer head in the first place? Wait,
I don't remember how we got into that.
This equation is fucked up. So he said, if you give him head, he will give you head.
If it's good enough. He feels like if it's really good enough, if it's really good, then he'll give me head back. I'm like, dude, get out of my face. Get out of my face, man.
I mean, that's like, how can I say it? You're trying to value yourself like it's fake value. It's like, I don't know what to call it. I have no translation for that. I speak 16 languages. I got not one word to describe it.
It's gibberish. That's what it is. But regardless of all that being said, people are who they are, and I'm actually, I'm glad people like that are no longer in our lives. And you know what? What I realized is, once people show you who they are the first time, you got to believe them. And that's what oftentimes we do. We always look over the red flags. But, it is ultimately, what it is. Let me say this last thing, and then we're going to have to, wrap it up. I made this, I'm going to lightly touch on it. Even though this is my podcast and, I could say whatever the phenuck and you want to say, right? So let me say this. I made this post about a month ago about transgenders, and I made this joke. The joke was...
That's true, though. I seen that.
It was funny, wasn't it?
I like that. I love that.
So this is what the joke I made, people. I said transgender women are not women. Let's call them X-Men. Right? Joke is hilarious. So people from my class started like literally attacking me. I had like 4 or 5 people in that community started attacking me and going off on me, like literally. Hey guys, every time, that's why I need to get a second phone, because every time like people, like I start a podcast, at some point people just be blowing up my phone, like my hotline be blinging. But basically I was talking last post, I was saying about transgenders. Like I said, I'm going to lightly talk about it because, in this day and age, people are so freaking sensitive. I'm like, y'all get out of your feelings. But anyway, people just started attacking me, like to the point where they were bullying me like we were back in high school again. Right? I was about to, look, I was about to post, so which bathroom y'all want me to meet you at?
Oh my gosh. No, okay, look. Now, I like, the thing is, you not only that post, but you posted a different post as well. But it's like, how can you, I think this is just a viral post that I see everywhere. They say, why do transgenders want everybody to accept them for who they are if they don't accept themselves? They never accept themselves for who they are in the first place. So how can they expect somebody else to accept you for who you are if you never accepted who you are? I mean...
That's true. Okay, guys, and on that note, we're signing out. You have any last words for the people? Until next time.
Well, first of all, just remember who I am, all right? Because when I get rich, I remember everybody that liked my post. I remember everybody who messaged me when they want to hang out. I remember everybody who only messaged me when they want money. I remember, okay? Just know that I have a brain, all right?
All right, bye, guys.